okay, just still 41. It's still 41. It's not 14, baby. It's not 14. Okay.
I hit start.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Word on the
Okay.
Facebook.
We're on. Light is so bright. All right, you guys.
You're not in the camera.
I am in the camera.
You need to scoot over, man.
I am in the camera.
You're
I'm
in
here.
this camera, but you're not in the.
I am in this camera.
Oh, atmosphere.
Atmosphere. Oh, atmosphere.
All right, you guys. So we are back on the Culture Club podcast with your girl Candace, aka Tootie, aka Tootie. I'm in the building with my co-host OG Chris Brown.
Afternoon, Basil. What's up?
And my co-host DJ Taylor to the maid, who could scoot in a little bit more.
They don't hear. They know this. They know me in here.
And so we're also live on YouTube. So hey YouTube, how y'all doing? And hey Basil, greetings and salutations to you, our other executive producer all the way in Rona.
I can't hear y'all. Y'all need to turn the mic up.
Move the mic out the way. All right, you guys. So you know how we start the podcast off. We always want to know how you guys' weekend was. So please let us know in the comments what you did, or even over the week. Mm-hmm. Over the weekend, what did you guys do? Was it a restful weekend, or did you do some activities? All right, Chris, how was your weekend and what did you do?
Nothing much. Did a little bit of tricking.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Just a minor bit.
No, you can't say that. You gotta come back to that.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
It won't nothing. There's some drinks at the bar.
Not Chris, when you say tricking, when a black person is tricking, it's more than just drinking something at the bar.
No, that was it. That was literally.
That's all the tricking that you was doing?
Yeah, that was literally the extent. I had to shut some people up.
Well, how did you shut them up? What did you do?
Bought them some drinks.
Was it some females?
Yeah, it was.
How many?
It was just 2.
What were they saying? Were they trying to compete with you, ask you a question, saying you need to buy me a drink? You ain't got money. I'm gonna try to figure out what it is.
We need details, bro. You just can't leave that out.
Just can't leave that out. You started off with trick.
Well, the conversation started was you ain't had to cut off my benefits. So I said, okay.
Oh, it's one of your clients.
I said, okay.
For work, gotcha.
I said, okay. So let me just. Miss Brown's a nice guy. See, look, I'm nice. Yeah, look. Yes.
Are you mean at work?
No, I just don't want to hear that shit. You know, it's like
you don't want to hear that shit.
Get to the point. What? Because I'm gonna get to the point. Do this, and this,
and you have your benefits.
Or
it's gonna be cut off.
Yeah.
Simple.
I'm gonna do what I can. I don't need no story. You know.
Bring you straight to the point. You black and white.
There's not no competition on who's got the worst. I got several kids. What else supposed to do? They got no food in the house. Ma'am, aren't you working?
I'm about to say that they got jobs.
No, I got fired. Motherfucker, well, maybe I should try hard to keep your job.
Not mother. Well.
I'm like, okay.
Ooh, Chris.
Get a little bit.
You're so nice.
I mean, these are all thoughts that run through my head. I don't say them out loud.
Okay.
Or at least during the workday.
Oh God.
It's just. I've been calling you all morning.
They call me.
I've been calling.
Ma'am, if you've been calling me all morning, why do you repeat the process? Like sometimes they run into me, they'll see me like in the hallway or somewhere downstairs. You don't never pick up your phone. Well, I don't never pick up my phone. Why you still call me?
It's like that.
I mean, it's like if the means is to make contact, then why repeat the same thing over and over again and expect a different result?
Excuse me. That's the end of that.
I know you ain't gonna pick up the phone. I'm just gonna leave this message anyway. Just be on the lookout in the mail for whatever for a notice.
So to shut them up, you gave them drinks.
Yeah, like just here to take these drinks. Just enjoy the rest of it. Please let me enjoy the rest of my afternoon. You enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Enjoy the rest of yours.
And tell all your friends, he's okay. Well,
tell your friends about me.
Tell your friends about me. And then it kind of happened again on Saturday.
Oh, Shazam.
I had to repeat. I'm like, you know what? And maybe I might need to change up.
You saying what exactly I was about to say. Maybe you need to change the setting that you're going into now. I know you love the tent.
Well,
everybody knows your name.
And you work at where you work at?
Look, this is the thing though. This is my number one. I was there first. That's my main thing.
You were there first.
And number two, this is kind of how I feel about going out right now. As I look around, and I was never a big crew guy. When Dolph said I don't fuck with these niggas because they're shady. And then I turn around and I see niggas with that came in with 10, 20 niggas and they dabbing everybody up. Like, apparently you do fuck with these niggas. I don't fuck with these niggas.
Okay.
My group will be small.
Right.
If I go out, maybe it's one. All I need is one person with me, maybe two. It's generally not a lot. So my thing is, I'm not going anywhere. It's especially with this time of the year, it's always weird because unless it's like an actual engagement, where it's like, oh, so and so doing something. Well, I bet. Well, so and so want to meet up. Let's hang out with so and so. Just going out, like changing my scenery is not really going to do nothing because it's still the same stuff. It's actually getting quite boring. You know what I mean? It's like I don't feel like actually putting in some effort if I'm like going somewhere. I just what I'm saying. Let's take. Oh man, we're going to DC. Good.
That's what I'm saying. So is it because you're going to the same place, the same old stuff, the same setting, the same people? Maybe you need to change.
But it's all the same. It don't matter where. It don't matter where I'm gonna go around here. Especially once again when it start to get cold outside and the energy changes. It's all the same out here. It's all rather boring.
But you keep going out there though.
Well, it's either
keep going to the same boring.
My thing is it's either that or stay in the house and be a complete recluse. And that is.
So you don't be isolating yourself.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to isolate myself, which would happen. Okay. So I have to go out the house. I got to go out the house, talk to somebody, or at least just catch the vibes in the air from what other people got going on.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, like I said, this time of the year is weird. This November to like February-ish, maybe sometime March is very
it's cold.
It's cold and everybody's retreated to their respective corners.
Hey, I'm not coming back outside until my birthday come around. Then I'm going back in. When December 8th come out, that's when I'm coming out. Then when it go away, I'm going back in the house. It's cold outside.
It's cold. It's cuffing season. That's what it's called.
I like the way you segue that.
Yeah,
we ain't there yet.
We might be there. Mel, how was your weekend? There might be a segue into Mel's weekend.
No, my weekend was filled with me. What did I do this weekend? Washing clothes and doing some research on podcasts.
You had like a tub in the back. Would you like what's the thing when you wash your clothes on the board? And
he took it back to the old days.
And Mel talking about
shout out to my grandma.
Spend his weekend washing clothes. Like they just take up so much of his time. Throw it in the machine and you press the button. Yeah, you keep it moving.
Chris is so literal.
Yeah, it takes energy to do.
Got to pick up the clothes, put it in the basket, put it in the washer, turn it. Let it do its thing with detergent in there.
Let it do its thing.
Let it do its thing. Come back.
Put some food on the oven. You know what I'm saying? Cook some food.
Put it in the dryer.
You know what I'm saying?
That's maybe a lot of work.
Catch a show or two while it's doing its thing.
Get
the next load ready. All that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Judy.
My weekend was restful. I was in the house. That is it. Maybe went out 1 or 2 times. I can't do this cold weather. I'm from the South. I love warm weather. So
my thing about the cold weather, I can do the cold weather, especially if I'm out drinking. It kind of nullifies. It warms you up and nullifies some of the effects of like the cold weather. But it's just got to be like the energy got to be out there. And like I said, but this time of year when everybody's retreated to their respective corners,
we're bears.
And as we get older, as we orbit this sun one more time, and you just get a little bit older, and you look around, and everybody's just in different spaces, and it's almost like pulling teeth to be like, "Hey, are you trying to do something?" Or
all I know is my birthday come around December 8th. I want everybody outside the house. Y'all hear me?
What's the plans this year?
Kind of the election. We get a table.
All right.
We're gonna get drinks.
All right.
Bring your drinks. Bring your food, and we're gonna party. Babe, so make sure you come down. Okay. All right. I want all my friends with me for my birthday.
He's circled on the calendar. He's making arrangements.
He better be because I'm gonna call him. He already know how I roll.
He's making arrangements.
So, have some issues with that a little bit.
Okay. But it's not working on the Cultural podcast page.
I can't pull it up. I'm trying to share it. did a watch party and stuff, but it's not coming up.
It's not coming up. Okay. Okay. Well, we gotta keep rolling. Okay. But yeah, so that's my weekend. Okay, so look, he said, I'll be there.
Well, I mean, must be working, man.
I'll be there.
All right, Basil.
All right, you guys. So Mel brought in a good topic: cuffing season.
I'm sorry.
That's so good. Let's see if he wants to elaborate on it. Let's see.
I don't want to elaborate.
So, what is the definition of cuffing season? What does that mean, fellas?
Brian, you got this one.
Because I need clarity.
Well, I don't have my Urban Dictionary out in front of me, but I'll do my best.
Let me look it up.
I'll do my best. While you're looking up, I'll give you my cuffing season. To me is when once again you spent the summer and homecoming season, especially running around spending money. So now it's about to be winter time.
Spending money on what specifically?
No, just events like summertime concerts, festivals. You're going here and there, vacations. So now as we retreat in the house for the winter time, now it's like, well, I'm not going to be going out as much. I shouldn't be spending as much money. So who will I choose to spend this time while I'm in the house with?
So is it your girlfriend or somebody that you just spending time with during that season?
Well,
she ain't official.
I don't want to. I don't want to. First of all, I don't want the two definitions to make it seem like they're opposed to one another. Like we are consenting adults.
Okay.
What a man and a woman have between them, nobody else. They might have an understanding that nobody else can understand. Okay. So they go in the house. What?
So definition: cuffing season is so called because it describes the desire to be tied down or cuffed that often arises in the colder months, according to Urban Dictionary, where the term first popped up in 2011. The cold weather and prolonged indoor activity causes you to become lonely.
Okay. So I mean, that's a very on the surface definition. I mean, of course, it comes with its own little undertones. But yeah, so I mean, it's just like I said, just an understanding between two people that hey, look, I enjoy your company, or maybe this is a tryout for me, seeing if I enjoy it.
Trial.
Yeah, I mean, because depending on when you are, well, the combine should have been September. By late October, November, you're really like lining up the prospects and saying, all right,
lining up the prospects.
Let's see which one. Who is this going to work for? That way.
I like it. Who likes me?
Exactly.
I like it. Who likes me? Okay.
And let's not. And besides,
so during the summer, you're single.
There you go with that again.
I'm asking.
I'm not subscribing to that.
No, I'm asking because during the summer, are you single with nobody? Are you with somebody? Are you not lonely?
Okay, hold on.
Like, I'm confused because I'm
gonna give you the answer that you're looking for. Cover season. It's
just not coming up there.
It's the idea that you find somebody to spend your time with and potentially start a relationship with. There you go. Okay. So if you think about it. You are literally splitting your time with somebody during the months that you spend or believe to spend money on somebody else. Aside from like going out doing. I mean, you got Christmas. You got family gatherings for Thanksgiving, family gatherings for Christmas as well. You got New Year's with that's a couple's night. New Year's Eve where you go out. Then you got Valentine's Day. So the idea behind it is,
so you have all these holidays during this time, so you can spend with that person to do things.
Otherwise, cuffing season is kind of fun.
The season to spend money.
Yeah, but now you're spending money with a focus as of like springtime and summertime. Yeah, springtime and summertime. Next thing you know, it's a boat going. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody want to go on a Spirit Norfolk? Oh, fuck, do I got $150? Out of nowhere, it's like you're doing something. But wintertime is kind of like, hey, look, well, you start circling dates on the calendar. But I mean, why would you have cuffing season in a time where it's so much? It requires so much connection with another person if the idea wasn't to down the line be in a relationship.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
So, when springtime comes around, are you still cuffing with that person or are you not?
Well, it depends on how the season went.
Okay.
I mean, if this basketball football season is like, if you don't make it to the playoffs, I can't say that you're gonna be the head coach going into next year.
Okay. She won't play it right on the field. She might not play her position on the field.
Who knows? It could be a little. You really get to know. So I was talking to a young lady at work the other day about. She was talking about her and her boyfriend watching TV or something, and she was talking about the shows that he loves. They all love to watch the same shows. I was like, he don't like to watch this shit.
He's just watching it because
if he's a grown ass man watching Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't know what man. And shut up.
Well,
ain't no man that love his woman like looking at a Real Housewives of Atlanta. He want his football or his basketball or whatever his sports is or whatever he's into. He will look at it for you.
Exactly.
He don't like that shit for real.
Exactly. But doesn't that say a lot though that this man he's in, or either he really trying to hold on to his position.
He's trying to get some punani.
He's trying to hold on to his position.
He be like, girl, yeah, I like it too, and a goal of getting the cooch.
Well, the cooch. There's some niggas playing a different type of game out here now. Rent is high.
Whoa, Mel. Rent is high.
That's funny. Yeah, that's hilarious. Rent is high.
Now that's funny.
He can be solidified, but I'll be on like this bullshit. But I'll sit here and watch it because
I watch it with you, Bill.
I feel like decorating my own home.
Exactly.
I don't feel like I don't feel like having to go out by my. It's real like it. But he's making a sacrifice.
Okay.
He's sacrificing his happiness.
His happiness.
For yours.
For yours to get the nanny.
Sure can.
It's the truth.
Sure.
You're not gonna sit there and watch a show with your girl and not in the goal of getting the vagina.
No, come on. Once again, I'm not watching no TV show where you just get some ass. That's not me.
But that's not you. But it may be another man's goal.
Of course.
Basil, help me out here. Come on, somebody. I ain't got no other woman.
Basil, we don't speak for the niggas.
Help me out, Basil.
Basil, no, we don't speak for
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some niggas willing to sell this.
You ain't did something for a girl because you knew at the end what your goal was. You did it for her, but you knew you were going to get at the end of it. Like, really?
Of course.
Hello?
But once again,
that's when niggas be out here cooking.
Mel speaking for himself.
Okay, I'm at to beat one of my children.
Oh, she came in here with the look on.
No, look up at the curtain at the top. Mel.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you just noticed that? I thought it was broke.
Who did that? Who did that?
Don't worry, Mel fix it.
Don't worry about Mel.
Don't fix it now, Mel.
Not right now, Mel. We doing the show. Not right now.
Hey, look, I'm trying to help out.
No,
right now, Mel.
not right now, Mel.
I never seen somebody like repeatedly.
Okay, can you do some serious?
I'm about to.
I never seen somebody like
mother do this right now.
Have a demote themselves. Mel says I don't want to be on camera. I just want to do.
Can you grab that just when we come back? Appreciate it. Yeah. So, anyways, cuffing season.
Yeah. It is broken.
Yeah. And I made it back.
Well, there you go. No harm, no foul. Hopefully, I saved somebody from my ass.
Hysterical. Hysterical. All right. So, what we talking about?
Cuffing season.
Yes. What about it?
How you feel about it, Mel?
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Man.
Is it really?
Not really. But
man, what you looking for this season, man? Give me your top three signs. What's your quality that you're looking for from cuffing season?
I've never been like the type of person that's like be participating in cuffing season and stuff like that. It's just.
I'm sure you're playing the game with the potential. I'm saying.
No, I ain't. I'm not playing no games, nothing like that. I've never been like I said. I've never been the type of person to really participate in like whole cuffing season. I got to have somebody because it's fall, because it's Christmas time and whatnot.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I just be.
Left the phone.
Damn, it died.
Yeah, the phone died.
Yeah. I didn't plug it up.
I can't.
Did it die?
Yep.
Okay.
Mom,
Well,
I
YouTube's
can't
still going,
do
so we
it.
gotta keep going. You said what? Okay, so we still talking about cuffing season?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord Jesus. Got him.
Yeah, but kind of mad now.
I mean, you know, man, you could just charge her for your.
You know, Brown. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm all in the camera and everything.
You just gonna cry when you came over here.
I don't know how to turn
You
your
know I'm
phone
on
on.
the shop.
You gotta give it a minute. You'll see apple cider come up. Like the best summer.
Okay, so but moving on. Somebody go that page, baby.
We can edit all this out in post.
Yeah.
Is this what happened?
Okay. Moving on to the next topic.
Do you have anything you want to say about cuffing season, Susan?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a man's definition about cuffing season. That was it.
I mean, from a woman's point of view, how do you view it? Is it a demeaning type of thing, or do y'all participate as well?
I participate sometimes.
You don't really hear women discussing cuffing season.
Because I sometimes participate in cuffing season. Every now and then, you know, have friends that I want to see during the winter. And during the summer, I want to be free. God bless you.
I get so lonely.
I'm, you know.
Sorry, my fault. Cuffing season theme song.
And that's just what it is.
Oh.
You know. Yeah, I'm not going to go too far into that.
I'm saying, moving on.
Moving on. All right, you guys. So moving on past that, is there anything that you want to say about sports mail? Or we did?
I only had a page up right now.
Okay.
You know, Green Bay had a bye week this week.
Fudge Packers.
Huh?
Fudge Packers.
Fudge Packers. Why you say that? Come on now. That's one of NFL's greatest teams. Come on now. Everybody know this. This week. It's week 11, right? All right.
Todd F. Packer. You know the S stands for Fudge.
Fudge.
I see what you did there. Not really. But all right. Browns beat the Steelers 21-7.
Yeah, we've seen that.
The Jets beat the Redskins 34-17.
Smashed them.
Jaguars and the Colts. Colts beat the Jaguars 33-13. No Andrew Luck. That was good luck that they had today.
He retired, man.
He did retire. I'm just saying. The Colts without Andrew Luck is like they've just been doing their thing. The Bills beat the Dolphins. Of course, that wasn't surprising. Cowboys beat the Lions 35-27. The Ravens smacked the Texans.
Smacked them. Good job, Ravens.
41-7. Falcons beat the Panthers 29-3. The Saints, New Orleans, baby.
New Orleans, baby.
Beat the Buccaneers 34-17. The Vikings beat the Broncos 27-23. The Cardinals and 49ers game is still going on.
Who's winning?
49ers are winning 23-19.
Ooh, close one.
Close one. The Patriots and Eagles game still going on, third quarter. Patriots are up 17-10.
Ooh.
And the Bengals and the Raiders game is still going on with the Raiders.
Who cares?
Raiders are up 14-10. And tonight's game, the Bears versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, I probably won't watch it.
That's a big game. Allegedly. Not with the Bears. I mean, I don't know. I like the Rams. I like the Rams scheme of things.
Yeah, maybe last year. This year, they look like a whole different team.
They do look a little galoshes.
Galoshes.
Yeah, a little galoshes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Anyways, yes.
Moving on to the next topic. So I wanted to bring up the Little Kim interview that she did on Jason Lee's
Pissed off. Sorry, my bad.
Hollywood Unlocked podcast. For some reason, Little Kim keeps bringing up the fact that she did not like Notori, but is it Notori? I forgot her last name. Naughton. That's thank you, Naughton, playing as Little Kim, and it's been like 10 years since the movie came out. And Notori went on, I think, what's the one? I think the network TV One, and stated that she tried to reach out to Lil Kim and her manager about her playing the role, but she never, I don't know if she ever got the messages. She never called her back, so she was trying to reach out to her, and then Lil Kim said that she never did, and she was just kind of paying homage to her. She never said anything negative about Lil Kim, and so Lil Kim. Old interview with her being upset about Notori playing her, and then still when she did the recent interview about it, she still was upset. And the only thing I can think of is her issues with her own color of her skin.
I mean, what did she say her issues were?
She never really said what her issues were. Like, that's what got me. It seemed like she just beat around the bush the whole time. While she just said she just didn't like her playing her as the role, just period. So that's what she had brought up, Christina Milian, and I was like, what? And then she said, well, not Christina Milian, maybe Tiana Taylor, and I'm just like, huh? So then a lot of people were in comments like, well, if you got an issue with your own skin color, then you probably got an issue with Notori playing you, because back then, Lil Kim was more of a darker tone. But now, I don't know if she's done skin bleaching or whatever it is, but her face and body is lighter than what she used to be. If you look at her old pictures, her and Notori's skin color matched. And she looked more similar to her in the movie. Stop. So, but I think about it, but she won't really explain like the girl playing her. And I just think that maybe she feel like she didn't like the script, how she was.
I think it's a lot of that.
It's a lot of that too, and how she was portrayed in the Biggie movie too as well. So I just feel like maybe she's taking her anger out on the Tory instead of out on the producers or whoever really put the movie together. And my thing is, the movie wasn't really about you, it was about Biggie. You were a part of his story. So I'm just like, if you know somebody putting a movie out about you, be fully invested in the movie and be on that set. So that way you can be portrayed the way you want to be portrayed. But I do remember Kim being a very sexualized person. I was young during that time, but I remember her being that way. In concerts, her music, the pictures that she had, they all were sexualized.
She got banned from Virginia State. Yeah. Back in the day.
I believe it. She was a very sexualized person, so maybe she didn't like that side of her being shown, but we all saw it. If you were living during that time, you know what type of music she had out there. You knew how she dressed. You knew what it was. So, I don't. Look, Notori just caught a job. She played the role. What is the big issue? Man, your phone came back on. So what y'all think? What you think, Chris?
What I thought? All right. So what you think, Chris?
Oh, okay.
I need to hear. I need to really hear her explain what her issue. No, I mean I'm not understand, but I just love to hear what her.
What she said was she just didn't want Notori playing her. She wanted to be somebody else.
Yeah, I mean she said somebody else. At the same time though, did she have any say so in the casting?
That's another question she never said.
It's just. I mean, once again, it's like she said in 09, fine. I mean, truth be told, this is probably the first time I've ever heard somebody actively speak out against the person that was portraying them in a movie. I've never heard anybody else. I've heard like authors get mad over fictional characters, people being hired to play fictional characters, but that's a little bit different. But I mean, in regards to this, this is unprecedented for me. I've never heard anything like this before. I mean, why are we still? I'm trying to figure out who show was she on? Why is he bringing this up?
Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked. Him and what's her name? Who was a female model in all the videos back in the day? What's her name?
Melissa Ford.
Yeah, they were because she was disgusted with Notori playing her. They all were in agreement with her because they didn't even have anything to combat what she was saying because they just wanted to agree with what she was saying. All I heard was, "Yeah, you're right, girl. Yeah, Notori shouldn't have been on there playing you." And I'm just like, do y'all have a mind of your own?
I mean, they just agree.
They disagreed with her.
That's weird. I mean, I don't see the. First of all, she. she didn't have any, from my understanding. I don't recall seeing her in nothing else prior to that. That was like her first acting role that I recall.
Yeah, and that's what Tori was saying.
I now, as far as whether or not she did a good job, I think that's just a matter of that's a little bit
Everybody's
different.
different opinion about that one.
It was as far as this would be my thing. If you don't think she looked like you, I think that's silly because I say this all the time. I've personally seen good portrayals from people that didn't necessarily look like the people.
Yeah, I agree with you about that.
Morpheus.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne didn't look like Ike Turner. Angela Bassett didn't look like.
Yeah. She didn't look like Tina.
She looked like Tina Turner.
That role.
Played the hell out of the role. Woody the Great don't necessarily look like Bobby Brown.
Mm-hmm, but he played the role.
But he transformed himself to bring out. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not about looking alike the person. The goal is because for truth be told, you're not actually playing that person. You're playing a dramatized version of a character that is based on that person. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not really like, let me get into your. How do I place myself in 25-year-old you? How do I relate to? How do I bring that about? So the idea is like you're just taking some things and you're putting it together. And you're like, well, this is what's on paper. This is what I think you would come off as, and this is how I envision it. And I often like those portrayals better than somebody who looks just like somebody.
And then don't play the role.
And then he's just
Did you ever watch the Tupac movie with the dude that played him?
I tried.
Did he play the role well?
No.
There you go.
But he didn't play the role well. First of all, he didn't play the role well because.
But he looked just like him.
Yeah.
He's very similar to how Tupac looks.
Very interesting. I've seen a lot of guys that look like Tupac, which begs me to believe it's not that. It shouldn't be that hard to find somebody that look like. The problem with him though is very interesting. He looked like Tupac down here. Mm-hmm. But Tupac got this look in his eyes. He has this glimmer. He has a shine to him. Old boy's eyes never like. It's a look that you had to have when you're like doing the acting role. Like you don't. It's like you're so busy worried about the physical that you don't know how to express it through your through your face. But yeah, but like I said, part of the reason for him wasn't even actually his acting. It was just like the movie was all over the place. You know, he was just Tupac had a lot of different parts to him, and trying to explain why a guy like that acts the way he acts is just all over the place.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really. They should have just stuck to like one particular part of his life, and went from there. But yeah. I don't know. Lil' Kim, let it go.
Let it go.
I don't even look. Every time we talk to Lil' Kim, it's always about some bull. It's like some drama now. Who she don't like, who she's like, yo, you 40-some years old. You've been in the game a long time. And instead of people looking at you like you are the look at your counterparts. You don't see Missy Elliott running around talking about who she don't like and beefing with people.
Like, MC Light.
Well, MC Light not really her counterpart, but I just
same area.
We're just saying people.
Okay, what about Foxy Brown?
Foxy Brown's another one that run around talking about all the people she don't like. But yeah.
Yeah.
Rock, what's happening?
Moving on. Okay, speaking of the Tory, so 50 Cent from everybody knows 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
Everybody hates 50.
Everybody hates 50. His Instagram page got shut down, I guess, because he's been doing a lot of bullying on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have reported him. So if you look up 50 Cent's name, his page is basically deleted. He's been on Twitter though, still acting crazy. The Tory who plays Ghost the Wife, a lot of memes have been coming out with her, and so 50 Cent had a meme with a picture beside her, so she was offended by him, and so the tie-ins to between Lil' Kim and 50 Cent, both of them have been kind of tagging her left and right, saying negative stuff about her or whatever, and so she's kind of responded well to the backlash. If y'all know 50 gonna say whatever on the top of his head, and he's a straight comedian. Some people find his content funny, some people don't. Every now and then I find certain things funny, and I'm like, let me get off 50 Cent pages. He's doing too much. So, what do you guys think about 50 Cent and him being bad? Just leave it alone, man. We know it's wrong. What y'all think about 50 Cent?
Jesus Christ.
And him being banned from Instagram.
About time.
What do you think about time?
About time. He 50 Cent, he does bully people. Let's not keep that 100. Like, he does bully people and everything like that.
I'm also mad about him. I'm just mad about Tierra Marie.
Hey, man.
Because he loves Tierra Marie.
I don't know why.
What's wrong with Tierra Marie?
It just doesn't seem all that. I don't. That's just my personal. I don't know. Something about it must be rubbing people the wrong way. But yeah, nah. 50 has a weird sense of humor. You know, I think part of the problem is the people he's joking on tend to be like people that be like the 50 goes at people's like either people 50 knows or he's run across.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the comments to us come across as him being mean to them. And I think sometimes public response to what he's doing kind of like guides how the person who should be offended feels. You know, like if I know 50 and I see 50 say something about me, I probably won't pay 50 no mind. Or either I'm gonna go back at him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I see people like when he was going at Jackie Long did his Instagram post, 50 man, I never once. Like, what are you doing? He's just like Bow Wow ain't do all that when he was accusing Bow Wow of taking money from the off the floor in the strip club. Bow Wow just ran with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people get it, some people don't. 50's just that type of guy. Mm-hmm. He's very polarizing. Like he just, you know what I mean? And
he nitpicks.
Of course, yeah, he picks and he nitpicks and some, like I said, some people get it, some people don't. And I guess, you know, maybe she was. And sometimes their response is in a joking way too, but some people just don't know how to do it that way. So they care about. Like her response to me might have been, it could have potentially been like, "Oh, you throwing shots at me? All right, I got one for you. Yeah, you're right. I make you look good every Sunday. Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean?" And now people read it like, "Oh, she went back at him. Yes, you do make you look good." Like, oh, it's probably not that deep.
And then you got to think about Instagram is going into censoring likes. I don't know when that's officially going to happen, but I know I went through a trial for a week of that where Instagram had took my likes away.
Well, they're still gone.
Huh?
They're still gone.
No, my likes are there.
Well, you can see how many likes you get, but you can't see.
Yeah, I can still see them.
Yeah, you can see your likes. You can't see nobody else's.
This again? Yeah, on mine. Okay.
So you can actually see how many likes somebody get.
Mm-hmm. I still see it too.
All right.
Yeah, just sit there.
See mine. I don't know when mine updated, but see, like, yeah, like.
Well, maybe because yours updated. Yeah, I can see all the likes, unless the app is upgrades or something like that.
So it just says others. It just says you a few names, and it don't even tell you.
Yeah, mine is there. I can still see it. Maybe if the phone upgrades, that's probably what it is. But yeah, Instagram is cracking down because I think it's a lot of sensitivity issues going on. So prime example, 50, a lot of people are sensitive, so they're probably reporting.
You don't have to participate. You know, it's definitely my thing. You don't have to be on Instagram. You don't have to be on Facebook.
Okay.
You know, and if you feel like the environment is a little bit too much for you, sometimes you need to remove yourself instead of worry about changing the environment. The environment ain't for you. You know, that's just how I feel. Like if something's got a little bit too out of hand, if Reddit's chat room is too much for you, then you don't need to be writing letters to Reddit management, to the webmaster and all that. Maybe you need to just go about your business and say, you know what, I just don't need to be in here. I mean, it's a tough adult decision. The world is changing to where the world is how we want things to be is how we think it should be. And it's like, sometimes that's just not the way.
So do you think that we live in a very sensitive world?
Sensitive, yes, but not sensitive. I think we we're too empowered, and a lot of people don't know how to necessarily use their voice for the right thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we don't know how to we don't know how to how to use our voice in the right way, like bullying on Instagram, and also that comes from. I be telling folk at work, I'm like, yo, you have the right to complain, but sometimes you just got to know, you just got to be able. It's like a chess move. You got to see what you got to see where your complaints might take this. If you complain, if you know what I'm saying, you take your complaints too far, and it's just like that. It's like, what ends up happening is you like these the outrage over like what they call it, social bullying, or what's it called, online bullying. The outrage behind all that, and especially all these little kids that can't take it, and yada yada, and
a lot of kids have killed themselves because of it.
Because of something you didn't have to be on. You know once again the craziness, like. Facebook was for college students who wanted to connect with their fellow classmates or
past high school, past whatever.
If you were in school.
It wasn't us that took it mainstream. You know who did that? Watch the movie. What's the movie called?
Oh, Social Network.
Yeah.
I think that movie came out.
They took it mainstream.
Why, for whatever reason, as long as you had an email address, now you can sign up for Facebook. I understand that they had a growing company. They wanted to keep it growing. They actually had a means that they knew would open up their their membership, not membership, but broaden their fan base.
Yeah.
So I get it, but once again, I think we're sending the wrong message. It's like, yo, if something's wrong, maybe you need to remove yourself. Stop trying to figure out how to change everything in it. I mean, I'm not. Sometimes, 9 times out of 10, changing that environment, getting rid of a negative environment is the right way to go. Like, hey, we don't need to be doing that here. Let's clean that up. But every one time, it's like, maybe your ass shouldn't have been there. But it's quite interesting. Yeah.
I didn't get it to say. Okay.
Just leave it alone, man. We're gonna finish out here on the regular YouTube. All right. So moving on to the next topic, let's talk about Monique. Let's talk about Monique. So Monique is now suing Netflix. Of course, those who know the backstory about Monique. This is a mirror. Of all of you who know the backstory of Monique, she was supposed to, I guess, get a deal with Netflix. She didn't like the deal that was proposed at the table. Mm-hmm. Then she brought up different journalists and different people getting paid more than
Leonard.
And of course, she brought up Dave Chappelle. And I think, when it comes to business, it's about numbers. So Dave Chappelle is going to bring more people than you, then of course they're going to give him a higher deal, or I just think of how much population that you're going to pull in, how much money you're going to pull in. And I think Monique is taking a lot of things personal. I get what she's saying, but suing them, what is that going to change things? I mean, just from my personal point of view, they technically didn't hire her.
Yeah.
They were going to hire her. She technically wasn't an employee yet, so I can see if she was an employee.
I mean, well, she said, I get what she's saying.
I get what she's saying too as well, but they didn't hire her yet. Mm-hmm. They just put the deal on the table. Mm-hmm. She didn't accept the deal, which is fine. You can negotiate the deal. So I just think she felt like they didn't give her what she was worth. At the table.
I mean, of course, she's the brand. Of course, she's gonna feel like she's worth more than I might. That's business negotiations.
Right, but I just think they're looking at numbers of how much she's gonna pull. Yes, business wise.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I forgot what they actually do to I think it was like ticket sales. I don't know what they based off, especially for somebody who hasn't. It's not like she did a special. What's the last Monique special?
I don't remember.
So we didn't.
I don't remember the last special she did.
I mean, hey, I wish her the best of luck. I hope she's going in there with better evidence that she's presenting us. Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope I hope she takes listen to her lawyers for them to let her know that, hey, look, this ain't looking too good. You might want to pull out,
right?
Because she's gonna be spending her own money on a lawsuit.
Her and Daddy.
Yeah.
gonna be spending some money. And I'm pretty sure she's still doing those regular club shows, making her side hustle.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Have you ever been to a Monique club show? Has anybody ever been to one of her shows?
I mean, but the club shows. This is my thing. Club shows might hit differently than me. Like if I'm in the app, there's a reason why somebody just have a 2-drink minimum. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting in the atmosphere and all eyes is on her and she's telling her jokes, and maybe the guy that came up before her or a woman that came before her was funny, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm in a better mood. But if I'm sitting on my couch and I press play on your thing and you're not hitting off the first like 5 minutes,
I'm done.
It'll be a wrap for you. Well, you know what I'm saying? I can't be like, I can't give you the benefit of that after I spend my money and been sitting there for an hour. No, money, I ain't pretty good. You know?
But you know, I have found that the comedians that, especially in Funny Bone, that come before the actual
funny,
they're funnier than the actual.
What was that white dude that came on before Billy?
I can't even think. He's from Richmond though.
Yeah, he was funny too. Yeah,
they're funnier than the regular comedian that we know that's famous. That gets up there.
But Billy was funny too. Billy was funny. Billy Sorrells, shout out to Billy Sorrells. He was funny.
Man, hold that.
Hold that.
I've seen Just Hilarious. Yeah.
To me,
her comedians were funnier than her prior to her.
To me, to me personally, I think like Just Hilarious is funny. She's not hilarious. Get it? Oh, come on now. And like, was it Country Wayne? I don't think they're funny, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of them. Who I'm fans of is actually these comedians like Carlos Miller and Chico and even like DC. DC has been working on his craft as far as with being a stand-up comedian is a craft. It's an artwork to it. Mm-hmm. You just can't go out there and just say some bullshit. Got about a kid. Sorry. You just can't go out there and just say some bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard Country Wayne's, Wayne's, he's one of Wayne's brothers. Country Wayne's. Mm-hmm. I've heard his stand-up. I've heard Just Hilarious stand-up. I'm not really that impressed with it, to be honest with you.
I laugh, but she still got a lot of ways to go. You know who's really funny? Michael Blackson.
Michael Blackson is funny.
Hilarious. Had me laughing from beginning when he got in there until he left. Now, he's a true comedian.
Yeah.
He is a true
But you got to think about how seasoned he is in the game. Right. He's been in the game for 20 years almost.
Right.
Think about it. He was on Comedy People.
Long 25.
Michael Blackson been in the game since Ricky Snodder was a host of Comedy People. You know? Yeah. So you have that. And then you have, like I said, I like the young cast that's in the game right now. D-Lay is hilarious on stage.
But D-Lay been doing, but even him and Billy and all them dudes, they've been doing comedy for a long time.
At least 10 years.
Yeah, for at least 10 years. Like a lot of it's
DC only been doing for about 3 or 4.
I thought it was like 2.
No, it might be about 2. But I said 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
But
it's only 1 year difference, bro.
I was just saying. I thought it was more.
No, it's not listening. It's. He started with Divines back in like 2000.
No, but we're talking about stand-up.
No, I'm trying to give you a rundown.
That was 2013.
2013, yeah. He didn't start doing stand-up comedy until I think it was like 2015, 2016. So it was about 3 years.
No, I can do math too. That's what you just did. That was a nice little trick you did there. But like
brothers.
But no, but all I'm saying is what you said is what both of y'all said is right. They just it's harder for them though. Because they're, to be nationally recognized for being funny in a certain format and then trying to transition to where
or an arena.
I'm just saying to where you can be funny in other arenas. Whereas
it's not being funny on Instagram, just be funny in front of a group of people.
Funny now your stand-up material is good. Now you can actually pull off acting and do sitcom work, or you can do improv like DC,
wilding out,
wilding out and all of that stuff. Where you can actually go in there and work with a craft.
But see, this is one thing I do like about some of the comedians on Wilding Out and stuff is that some of them are seasoned in the stand-up world, but not seasoned in the improv world.
Improv is a whole nother thing.
It is, but that's why I like that. That's why you see like the comedians I think that's more prominent in stand up can do improv like this. It's like second nature to them.
Not everybody can do that.
Who can't do improv?
Well, improv is hard, bro.
Who can't do stand up and improv? I'm saying if you're good at stand up,
yeah,
then
but stand up is written. Stand up is a written like formula. It's like
it is, but I'm saying like the people that's good at improv are not good at stand up. But if you're great at stand up, you're good at stand up, you're gonna be good at improv.
Nah, I disagree. I disagree with that. I mean, I see what you're saying, but
Wayne Brady, great at improv.
That's what he
Not
does.
that good at stand up.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
That's one example. Okay, now give me the opposite of that.
Okay, Carlos Chico Bean, great at stand up, and great at improv.
That's okay, but see, you're taking two people that you're already known for doing that. Give me somebody.
Corey Holcomb, good at stand up, good at improv.
Is Corey Holcomb really good? Is he that good at improv?
He's good at improv.
He pops up every night and do a little joke and then go back to his.
He's been on Wild Now for fucking 6 seasons.
Yeah, and I don't see a lot of Corey Holcomb.
He's been on this since Cat Williams.
I don't be seeing
Cat Williams.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't be seeing
10 years ago.
I don't be seeing a lot of Corey Holcomb. Best of Corey Holcomb. I'm just saying, like, everybody get their time to shine. I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying. I don't necessarily think that's a correlation. I hear you. I just don't necessarily see the correlation there, because my thing is improv is so different. Stand up is like you sat at home, you worked on your jokes, you worked on this material over time. Improv is like, here's a hat, a rake, and a cell phone. What you got? It's on the spot.
But see, that's what makes good comedians great comedians.
Well, of course,
man. Both of those having both of those elements. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's
I'm not saying just that
you threw that in there. I hear you. You're absolutely. I mean, but Mel, a receiver that can run the slot and go deep in, like, of course you're gonna be more weapons. Yeah. The more skilled you are, the better weapon the better weapon you are. So that goes without saying that of course you're better at your craft if you can do all of those different things.
At the end of the day, give me a well-rounded. Damn, I can't even talk.
A well-rounded.
Start that Instagram shit over again.
It's too late.
Damn it.
Give you a well-rounded. But I mean, even going back to like the Justin Learns, once again, they blew up off of doing Vine videos and being like doing the little record.
But see, my whole thing is this is like some of these people actually took the time to actually sit down and actually try to not just make the transition into stand up, but actually took it seriously.
But it takes time. Stand up
stand up is the hardest thing out of all.
Stand up is the hardest out of all of them. There's a reason why Marlon Wayans is just now doing stand up.
That's a good question. I wanted that too.
Marlon Wayans, he's been funny for 20 years, over 20 years.
Just gonna post that one.
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans been doing movie and comedies for over 20-some years, and now he's just doing stand up. Most people already start off in the comedy clubs or whatever. But the stand up stuff is the hardest to get. That's why once you get that, once you get once you master stand up comedy, that's why you see all these dudes blew up after that. They were able to do all the other things.
But my whole thing is this: is that like it's a lot of people that you see us out here that's doing all these other things that has never done stand up comedy, or they're trying it now, and it's like they're horrible at it. And it's like my whole thing is.
Well, it takes time.
My whole thing is this: I would have tried the hardest thing first. I would have tried stand-up comedy first, work on my craft before I try anything else.
Why would you do that?
What do you mean? Why would I do that?
You're talking about people that is like getting money out here getting money. You ain't talking about no names. You're talking about people that's out here getting money. So
getting money now, but
that is getting money. Like, I mean, Justin Learns through her Vine videos is able to get bread, go do this and go do that, and get endorsement deals and show up on here.
for shows to show up and do stand up, and she can't perform.
No, she's getting booked to do stand up now because she's venturing into that field. Ain't nobody gonna book Just Let Us do no stand up comedy jokes before. And she was crazy to have took him if she did get offered in it. But I'm saying, like, now she's focusing on that. But what you're saying, the reason I'm arguing against that, because what you're saying is you would have turned down a check just to hone your craft. Like, you don't know what you're going to, like, if this up, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying what we're doing right now, and none of us did any, what's that called? Mass communication majors or studies. I know I didn't too. Did you do any mass communication classes?
I did not.
Courses? So, and Mel,
I did engineering and architectural design classes in high school.
Thank you, Mel, for throwing that out.
All 4 years.
But I'm
public speaking.
I should have. I should have gotten a degree in architectural engineering and design.
No, but what I'm saying is, with your logic, if God forbid this blows up, with Mel's logic is, I don't even know, we're doing this podcast. What we need to do is take these mass communication courses and hone our craft. That way we can be better analysts. Like, no. This podcast blows up and we out of here. That's what I'm saying though.
Like,
it's not if it will, amen.
It will.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I don't blame them for going with what works, but you know, just watch that. But now is a true test because with them knowing that, I can only get so far.
The ceiling is on the side.
I've raised my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I the ceiling is constantly raising, and I have to keep raising the ceiling of what I can do. So they have to go back and master or study and do back and learn those other skill sets. Yeah, but I mean, it takes time. Like, if I'm Just Lurs, I'm not gonna be doing no big bookings and all the TV camera stuff. I'm gonna do little small rooms,
the funny bones and the comedy reunions.
That's what she's doing.
I mean, shit, I might be smaller than that. Stop at a little bar or something.
I'm about to say, wait a minute. So smaller than that. So for our future endeavor in podcast, not even podcasting, but as far as Culture Club exclusives, hopefully more sooner than later, we can have the comedy in the living room.
Okay.
Hour.
What's holding it up?
Okay, this is an off podcast.
We're talking
about podcast. Okay, we have reached. We're gonna talk about this afterwards. All right, you guys. So we're about to end the podcast here today. We talked about who took one of my children took my paper. We talked about the weekend. We talked about sports. We talked about cuffing season. We talked about Lil' Kim and the Tory. Norton, and what else we talked about?
Cuffing season is here. It looks like winter is here.
Oh Lord, we talked about Monique and we talked about 50 Cent.
It's not Winterfell, it's Cuffenfell.
See, that hot girl summer got you a pregnant girl winter. So you definitely gonna have cuffing season with the pregnant belly and your man beside you. Just
spring, baby, fall.
Spring, baby, fall. So hot girl summer, pregnant girl winter, spring, baby, fall.
Spring, baby, fall. That doesn't even make sense, dude. Baby, fall.
Shout out to all the
fellas.
Found
out you was pregnant in the fall. We got the spring baby.
Shout out to all the fellas that's gonna be running in the store at like 11:30, 12:30 because she want a bag of Doritos and a milkshake.
The milkshake and fries.
Here we go. Shout out to all the fellas that are gonna be going to the CVS, spending that $40, $45, $50 for that
Plan B. I knew what you was about to say.
Because it's cuffing season, you just said, you know what? Let's go ahead and just. I didn't pull out in time.
Oh, wow. And we're gonna end this here. Can you please end that stream right there? We're done. We will see you guys next week. That is too much, man. Are you sure? Yeah.